Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here today with Robert Castro, Vice President of Marketing for Scenic Group. And why are we talking today is because just early, or a little earlier, Scenic Group introduced a brand new rewards program for guests for both Scenic cruises and also Emerald cruises. So we're going to talk about why they did that at this time and exactly what the benefits are, and also how you, as travel advisors, can take advantage of this. And you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Robert, first of all, great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, James, and always great to see you and really happy to be here to share more about our incredible scenic group story and to be able to talk shop with you.
Absolutely. Now, why did Scenic Group really decide to update its rewards program for guests at this time?
So one thing that's at the core of Scenic Group is that we do not rest on our laurels. We're always looking to see what can we provide for our guests to make their experience the very best. And that's what keeps guests coming back to us. And of course, travel advisors referring their guests to us. And so we really saw this a great opportunity. We heard from guests that they really enjoyed our products, but they had built quite a bit of loyalty within the brands themselves, but they were eager to try the other ones, but they wanted to make sure that they were recognized at the same level.
Mhm.
So as part of our overall improvement process, Mr. Maroney, who is our owner and founder, really it charged us to make a great program for our guests to be able to bring the best of loyalty for them and to really reward them for traveling within the entire Scenic Group umbrella.
No, and you have a lot of different products. You have ocean cruises, yachts, you have expedition, and you of course have rivers, and both for both the brands. But so how does combining Scenic Club, well, these are the two original programs were
Mhm.
Scenic Club and Emerald Explorers, but how did combining both of those, what does it do for Scenic Group guests overall? How do they get more value by integrating both programs?
So with the integration of the programs, what this allows guests to do is wherever the scenic group travels, and that could be on a scenic river cruise, it could be on an Emerald River cruise, as well as our yacht products and our land products, it allows guests to earn points and be recognized for their loyalty.
Mhm.
And points of course, you will earn points based on the cabin that you book. And there's a thorough grid that explains how the whole earning mechanism works. But we've also introduced My Rewards. And My Rewards, what that does is it gives guests 1% back of what the cruise cost is that they can redeem towards a future trip. So it could be used towards either another cruise or it could be used towards a land program. What My Rewards does, it rewards their loyalty to us with their upcoming travels.
So basically, they're saving because of that. There's sort of a discount on all your old cruise products when you use My Rewards, right?
Yeah, so they would get 1% back of whatever the cruise that or land tour that they went on. They would receive that back as My Rewards points, and they would be able to redeem it towards their cruise or land tour purchase, as well as any other programs, any upgrades. Unfortunately, you cannot use it for things like a deposit. So that is one caveat to the My Rewards
Okay.
portion of it, which is completely fair.
Now, how are you transitioning? Obviously, you have members of both your Scenic Club and Emerald Explorer programs. How are you transitioning the points that guests have already earned on those to the new Scenic and Emerald rewards?
So there has been a lot of work going on behind the scenes with many team members around the world bringing this together to see, first of all, to quantify the guests on both programs and then merging the records for them. So today, with the full rollout, the guest records have been merged, the points have been reconciled and recognized so that guests really don't have to action anything. On the contrary, they should have already received an email with their latest statement. And if they have any questions, of course, they could contact one of our amazing contact center persons that would be able to look into them to let them know what exactly their balance is. But we really not only looked at the point reconciliation, also with the new alignment of the new tiers, everyone has been put into the appropriate tiers. No one lost status. If anything, some people may have actually been bumped up as well.
That's great, so that you're not
Yeah,
going to lose anything by this new program, obviously.
exactly.
I would
Yes.
I would yeah, I would assume that that wouldn't be the case. Otherwise, because this is really a benefit for your guests, your existing guests. Now, do you find that Scenic Group guests use both book both Scenic and Emerald products? Are they using both the yachts and the river cruise lines?
Yes, we have seen some crossover between the products, particularly in the yacht product, because again, our yacht products are so unique. There is the fantastic Discovery yacht product on Scenic, and then we have our beautiful Emerald yachts, which would stay in the tropics. So it's a matter of the preference of where guest wants to go and how they want to arrive there. So whether they want to arrive in one of our Discovery yachts or they want to arrive on an Emerald yacht, that's usually the first question they ask, and then they start down the booking path. But we have seen also, depending on um, the trip on the river perspective, sometimes guests will, they start off in Scenic and they'll stay in Scenic. Sometimes they will start in Emerald and they may graduate over to Scenic. It also depends on their travel group. They may be doing like a larger friends group and they may go to Emerald just to make it a little bit more affordable for everyone,
Right.
and vice versa.
Well, of course, if you've got families and things like that, Emerald may be a good, which is a wonderful premium product. I've sailed on it a few times, and it's hard to see the difference. Well, yeah, they're brand new ships, and they really are gorgeous.
Thank you for that. And I think that's also it speaks to our new loyalty program in that it really is giving guests choice to sail within the entire portfolio of what we have, which not a lot of people could say that they have the breadth of product that we have for guests to experience. And giving them the choice empowers them to travel as they wish.
And of course, the same goes for both your Emerald and your Scenic yachts, which they're both luxury. I asked your president, your CEO, Ken Muscat, I said, what's the difference? They're both luxury. And he said, well, actually, one is, he's trying to delineate, but there's really not much difference in terms of the level of service and the quality of the cruise.
So of course, with Scenic Group, we have our pillars that unite us across the way, which of course is excellent service, beautifully designed ships, our culinary and wellness. When you look at the Emerald Yacht specifically, yes, they are a very luxurious product, and they do have quite a bit of offerings. I think if you want to really see the hardline differentiation, it's really about the number of choices. So with the Emerald Yachts, there's a select number of excursions that are included, and then you
Right.
could always upgrade to discover more. And there really is only one dining experience on board. And now with Emerald Kaya, we'll have now the night market, which is a second option for guests to enjoy. But when you go over to Discovery Yachts, there's a plethora of experiences from a dining perspective, and of course, all the excursions are included. So that is really one of the key differentiators between the Emerald Yachts and the Scenic Yachts.
No, and I was lucky enough to be on a Scenic Eclipse cruise in Antarctica a few years back, and it was a wonderful experience. I couldn't imagine being in a much more luxurious setting for an Antarctic cruise.
Well, thank you for that. Now I have to ask you the question, if you don't mind. Did you take the polar plunge?
You know what? I didn't this time. I had done a polar plunge for in another case, but it was more a case I just fell in the water. But that's another story. So I said I always tell people I did the polar plunge, but I just managed to fall out of my
Not
kayak.
by choice.
Yeah, so I said, you know what? I don't have to do that. I can watch everybody. Have you done it? Have you done
I sure did. I sure
it?
did. Two years ago, and
Okay, well,
I still remember it like it was yesterday.
you're a braver man than I, because I just like watching everybody scream as they're going into the water. But yeah, I someday maybe I'll do it just because I if I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, it is a wonderful experience. But the food and the service and everything on board the expedition team were great, and I can't imagine a better way to see Antarctica. Now
Thank you.
let's get a crucial question. How does this new Scenic and Emerald Rewards program help travel advisors really better sell both products? How do advisors benefit from this combination of the rewards programs?
And that's an excellent question, James. And I think it comes back to the choices that their guests will have, because especially once they travel with us, they're kind of hooked. And so it'll give them the opportunity to be able to sell them into a variety of products that they may not have been exposed before because they thought, oh, I've only sailed with X company. And really, it's not a matter about X company. It's really, I have sailed with one of the brands of Scenic Group, but I now know that it is a value and trusted brand, and I could travel within the family of brands to be able to obtain the best experience. And really, for advisors, loyalty will help their guests keep on coming back for more.
And they're still going to get their commissions and all this on all the
Abs-
bookings, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with our commissions with advisors. On the contrary, as you know, we recently launched our February of Opportunity with the Partners in Travel Challenge and the Partners in Travel exclusive. So it really, we are, of course, very appreciative of our partners in travel. We designed this whole platform in appreciation of them, but also to understand that we are partners in this. And so we want to be sure that our advisors know about this. And one of the reasons why I'm here today is so that they hear from us about this great program that, again, is designed with the guest in mind, but of course, that advisors will be able to benefit because a happy guests keep on coming back. And of course, they want to keep on booking through their preferred advisor.
Yeah, and that's all I hear is that both on Scenic and Emerald, you have some very happy guests, and I've been lucky enough to experience both products on the rivers, and not the yachts on Emerald. I got to talk to Ken about that one because I haven't done the one of the yachts on Emerald, but one of
We
these
have to have a
days.
conversation about that, sir.
Yeah, I know because I have done Scenic and Emerald River cruises in quite a lot in Europe, and they're really wonderful products. And I have done, as I said, the Scenic Eclipse. But Ken keeps talking about, yeah, I'll invite you on, but I haven't heard it yet. So we'll see what happens. But
Uh,
all I hear is really good things. So now, is there anything else you want to tell our 125,000 travel advisors about the new Scenic and Emerald Rewards program?
First and foremost, a big thank you to all our advisors for your partnership because we are who we are because of the great partnership that we have with the travel advisor community. I think for them, we have communicated to them these fantastic updates, and we have created an info sheet for them, which breaks down the program very easily, so that if a guest calls and they have any questions, it's very easy for them to explain as well. And more importantly, if they have any questions about the program altogether, so please be sure to connect with the regional sales director. They are there for you, and they're very much looking forward to being able to not only talk about the Scenic and Emerald Rewards, but of course, telling your guests about their next upcoming cruise on both Scenic and Emerald Cruises.
Well, fantastic. All good things about this new rewards program. And where can travel advisors go to find out more if they just want to go to a website or something about the new Scenic and Emerald Rewards program?
Absolutely. They could visit any one of our websites, either scenicusa.com or emeraldcruises.com, and we have links available on there. But if you want to get to the information very quickly, go to scenicemeraldrewards.com, and that'll take you to the landing page.
Very, very simple. That's great.
Yes.
Well, Robert, thank you so much for filling us in about this new Scenic and Emerald Rewards program. Great to hear more details about it and how it can help advisors sell more of both of your brands. And congratulations on this new program.
Thank you so much, James, again for your time today and being able to share the message with the advisor community.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.